Hi everyone, today I'm going to be tying a version of the French partridge mayfly, and I'm going to be using Vineyard's Glister Sparkle Dub for the body. So the hook I'm going to be using is a Partridge or Redditch Heavy Wet Supreme, and this is a size 8. I've placed the hook into the vise. I've selected my silk, and that's going to be Benici 10O, and this is tan. It's almost like a golden olive colour. I catch on just behind the eye. I've got an underbody of silk on. Take the silk back up to 3/4 of the way up the body, which is about a dozen turns of silk down from the eye, and leave the silk hang. I select a French partridge hackle. I strip the down off, so I've left the pieces of the fibres that I require. I'll strip, or I'll pull rather, the fibres backwards from the tip area. Fold them back like so. Catch it onto the centre of the hook and secure it with, say, half a dozen turns. Trim the waste away, which is the tip section, as so. Take a hackle pliers, catch it onto the stalk of the feather, and now fold the hackle fibres backwards. Now the reason why I'm tying the hackle on, or the cloaked hackle on now, is I'm going to be tying it forward shuttlecock style, and then when we finish the fly I'll be folding these, or this cloak, backwards. So when we're in this position, we tie on like so. It does go a little bit scruffy, but you just gotta fold them back as you go in, like so. Get as much of the hackle on to the hook as we can. We wiggle our silk through the fibres, wiggle them through, catch the stalk on, secure it, 4 or 5 turns, and then with a blade, a nice sharp blade, just go in and trim the stalk away. Now we take our thread up tight to the eye and fold our fibres forward. Fold them, push them back, catch them with your finger and thumb, hold them out of the way, and put 1 turn or maybe 2 light turns of the thread around like so. And when we're there, we just manipulate the fibres so they are neatly around the eye of the hook, nice and even, and then secure it and take your silk down to the midsection of the hook. Now for the tail, I'm using cock pheasant, and this has been dyed a light olive. I take maybe half a dozen fibres. I know the natural insect has 3 tails, but we want the tail to be seen by the fish, so we exaggerate it. We take the few fibres, we pull them off, we place them onto the hook to the length that we want them. Hold them with your right hand, catch them with your left, turn the thread around with a pinch loop, check if they're okay, hold them 2 or 3 turns, lift the tail fibres up and use the thread, or rather use the tail to guide your thread down to your finish position. And what you should find is, because you've kept the tail nice and tight and you've pushed the thread against it, they should sit perfectly down the back of the hook like so. Okay, cut our waste away, and now we're ready for a rib. And a rib is going to be small gold oval uni. We take a 6-inch section, we catch it in, Just get it sitting right there. Okay, catch it in, 1, 2, 3 turns, place it at the back of the vise, out of the way. Now for the body, like I said, we're going to be using the Vineyard Sparkle Glister dub, and this colour is tan. It's for me, it's a nice sparkly golden olive colour. You just place it between, take a nice pinch, place it between your fingers and thumbs, and pull it. So break it up, just like so. Okay. So it goes into sections of filaments of about 1/2 inch to 1 inch. Take a pinch and dab it on to your silk. And we're looking for about 2.5 to 3 inches maybe. Just like so. Just place that out of the way. Put it on nice and tight. Dab it on. Push the dub in. Up the thread. Pull the tail and the rib out of the way. And start creating our body. Put 1 turn there. And then touching turns up the body. And if you've noticed there, I've actually caught the rib in with the body and the dubbing. So we come up to that position and we leave about 2 to 3 millimeters between the body and the cloak. This is for us to accept 2 hackles. Now the first hackle is going to be a Parma, and I'm going to be using a Cree. And the second hackle, which is going to lie behind the cloak, is a teal flank feather dyed yellow. So we take for the first hackle, we take a Cree, we trim the ginger or the butt section away, pull a few fibres from the base to give us a tie-in base, catch on and secure 4 or 5 turns, just like so. Now for the Parma, to start the Parma, we put 2 turns at the shoulder of the fly. What I mean by the shoulder is just behind the hackle. I'll just catch the hackle pliers on, like so. And when we got 2 turns on, we work it down through the body with nice, even, open turns. We get to the tail section, hold the tail, and put 1 wrap around, take a rib, hold the tail out of the way, and we catch our hackle, our Parma in, nice and tight. And now with the rib, we travel up the body to trap the Parma in. And when we actually going up the body, we don't just lay the rib in, we wiggle as we go in. And the reason for this, you don't trap the Parma fibres. If you just wrap it up in turns, in straight turns, you'll trap the fibres and it ruins the effect of the fly. When we get to that part, trap the rib in, 2 or 3 turns, come in with the blade, pull it tight, pull it away. Take the hackle, move the blade, pull it away. And there we are. That's sitting okay, the tail is okay. Right, so that's our Parma done. Now we go to our teal. We pull the fibres away from the tip section, because for this hackle we're going to be tying in at the tip and folding it back in, same as we did with the cloak. So we place it on there, come in with your thread, 1, 2, 3, give it 4. Leave the tip on for now. Take your hackle pliers, Catch the stalk, fold the fibres back, and just put 2 turns. That's 1 turn, 2 complete turns of the hackle around behind the cloak. Catch on, trap it in with your thread, 2, 3, give it 4, come in again with your blade, trim it away. Leave the point of the teal on for now. We'll take care of that when we've actually finished the fly. So we're going to pluck it away. At this stage, if you pluck it away, you may pull the base of the feather or the stalk of the teal feather, and you may just undo it. So leave it for now, and I will concentrate on the cloak. Finger and thumb, push it back, side to side, above and below, side to side, above and below. Crease it, and when it starts sitting as you want it to, just brush it back, pull your thread through it, for 1 turn of thread in front, crease it again, and now fold it back. Catch every fibre that you can, like so. Create a nice neat head, and of course when we're doing this, we trap in the fibres of the partridge, like so. Now I want to put a black head on this fly, so what I do is I use the same thread, 10 Obenichi, but this time in black. I pull the golden olive back, I catch on with the black, just pull it off, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cross over your 2 threads, pull them in, trim your waste away, that's the golden olive, that's the black, pull the fibres out of the way, and finish the head like so. Make it nice and visible. Okay, when we're there, go in, get that little point of the teal, pull him away. Okay, that's looking good. Whip finish. Three, 4, 5. Put it nice and tight. Trim the silk away. Check the fibres are sitting right. Take out a needle. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yep, that's looking good. The tail, a little bit of saliva. Make it sit right. Our head cement is going to be Diamond Fine from Deer Creek. It's UV resin. We place a spot on, like so. Just work it around. Work it around. Take a needle, a debby needle, so you don't fall over, and just push it around like so. Take your time with this. It's very, very forgiving, and it won't set until you actually hit it with the torch. So we take our torch, pointing it away from us, we set the resin. Turn the hook and the vise. Turn it, turn it, turn it. 10, maybe 15 seconds. I normally give it about 20 seconds, just to make sure. Turn it around. Keep it nice and simple. The last thing to do, take a dubbing brush and just give it a scruff up. You pull in the hackle back, you pull in the dubbing out of the body, give it a little bit of sparkle, just like so. That's sitting very nice. Right, so that's a variation that I use on the French Mayfly. Put a bit of saliva on the tail. It sits nice and proud. And there we are. This time of the year, cracking point fly. It's caught me loads of fish, and hopefully if you tie it and try it, it'll catch you fish. Thanks for watching.